Yo, what's going on, everybody? Just straight out of Boston here, aka the King of Boston. Welcome back to episode 7 of my 1994 playoffs playthrough with the Montreal Expos. Simulating up to the first elimination game. We split the first 4 games. Game 5 we take in Chicago, so we take 2 of 3 in Chicago after splitting the first 2. And now we're back in Montreal for Game 6, where we have a chance to win the World Series. It would be the franchise's first World Series in just the 25th year that the Expos would have been around, as of course they came into the league in 1969 as an expansion franchise. But let's get to today's pitching matchup. It's going to be Ken Hill versus Wilson Alvarez, the 2 all-stars from both of these staffs. They're the only 2 all-stars from either staff. Alvarez went 12-8 with the 3.45 in 1994, 4.23 FIP, had 108 strikeouts and 161 innings. That's a lot of innings for 24 starts, so he's a bit of a workhorse. Nice to see. And Ken Hill, on the other hand, we've already talked about him, led the majors with 16 wins in 1994, was also an all-star, 3.32 ERA, 4.01 FIP, and only 85 strikeouts and 154 2/3 innings. So a couple finesse pitchers on the mound, neither with great power stuff, but we'll see how they do. Take a look at the White Sox lineup. It's the same as it was in Game 1, and we can take a look at Ken Hill getting ready to try and give the Expos their first World Series championship in franchise history. Let's get this thing underway. Ray Durham up with 1 out in the top of the first, 3-2 count. And that's going to be ball 4 on the slider, missing low. So that's going to be a 6-pitch walk for Ray Durham. Next batter is going to be the future Hall of Famer Frank Thomas, the 2-1 count. That one is left over the middle of the plate. That's going to be lined into left field, and that's going to get past Moises Alou, who takes a bad route to the ball. Now Durham's got a chance to score. He's fast, and he will do just that as he rounds third and heads home safely, not even having to slide. The throw was not even close, and it's an RBI double for Frank Thomas. Now it's Robin Ventura's turn, the 1-1 count. Ventura's going to line this one down the right field line. Fair ball. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Thomas is going to come around and score. Walker plays it off the wall. Ventura heading for 2. He is in there with a stand-up RBI double, and the future White Sox manager makes it 2-0 Chicago. Now it's Tim Raines' turn. That's a drop third strike. Webster is going to try and go to third here, and he does not get Ventura. Try to get a little greedy there. So that's going to make it first and third with 1 out for Mike Laviere, the catcher, and he's going to ground this one to the second baseman, to short for 1, onto first, in time, double play. It's a 4-6-3 double play ball to get Hill out of the inning. But the White Sox jump on the board first. They take a 2-0 lead in the top half of the inning. Now we're on to the bottom half. Take a look at the Expos lineup with the lefty on the mound tonight. We're going to go with Rondell White in center, and we're going to move Sean Berry to the top of the lineup. White will hit 5th. Here is Wilson Alvarez. He was the leader of this White Sox staff, the only all-star, as I previously said. And here we go, 3-2 count to Moises Alou, already with 2 down in the inning. That one's going to be grounded to the third baseman. Ventura will up with it onto first in time, and that will get the White Sox out of the inning. So 1-2-3 first for Wilson Alvarez. We're onto the top of the second now. Ozzie Guillen, the other future White Sox manager on this team, is up, and he's going to strike out there. 3-pitch strikeout for Ken Hill, as Guillen just looked foolish on that fastball. Now it's Lance Johnson's turn, 3-2 count. Johnson's going to ground this one to the shortstop. Cordero up with it, throw to first, and it's not in time. Lance Johnson down to first base with an infield single. So a man on first with 1 man out for the pitcher. Wilson Alvarez, you know what he's going to do. Squares around a bunt. Here we go. Hill up with it. He's going to fire to first, and Alvarez beats that one. So 2 infield singles for the White Sox, and they have something going here in the second again. Now 2 batters later, it's Ray Durham's turn. Durham's going to line this one past the glove of Lansing and into right field for a base hit. Walker's coming up, throwing a home. Johnson is safe at the plate, and it's 3-0 White Sox. Lance Johnson, who we know is fast after getting that infield single, comes home on the RBI, and now Frank Thomas is going to be up next. He would strike out on that slider. So Hill gets out of the inning, but he allows another run now. It is a 3-0 game. Here in the bottom of the second, man on second for Rondell White, but he can't check his swing there. He would strike out, and Alvarez would get through that inning. So top of the third, 3-2 count to Robin Ventura to lead things off. He walks on that questionable ball 4 call. Hill wanted that one, did not get the call. Next batter is Tim Raines, 2-2 count to him. Raines is going to hit this one back up the middle for a base hit, and the White Sox are in business again, getting to Hill early and often tonight so far. Already with 3 runs on the board and looking to make it more, as now the next batter is going to be Ozzie Guillen. Actually, we're 2 batters later after the next batter walks, Laviere, the catcher. That's going to be hit back up the middle for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. The second run's going to come home and score. The throw goes to third, and it's a 2-run single for Ozzie Guillen. So 5-0 White Sox now, still top of the third. Here's Lance Johnson. He grabs that one softly to the third baseman. Barry goes to second for 1 on to first. Throw is offline and not in time. And now it's going to be first and third with 1 man out for the next batter, the pitcher Wilson Alvarez. And he's going to ground that one to the third baseman, who's going to go to second for 1, on to first, and it's in time. Lansing had some trouble with it there. A little double clutch, but it did not matter. Alvarez very, very slow himself as he's the pitcher, and he is out at first. So the double play ball gets him out of it, but that would do it for Ken Hill, who would be pinch hit for in the bottom of the third. So Kirk Reuter, the number 5 starter for this team, is on for the top of the 4th inning now. He's going to allow a leadoff single to the leadoff man, Darren Jackson. Now the next batter is going to be Ray Durham, up 1 man on, no man out, 1-1 the count. That's going to be past the glove of Floyd, down the right field line for a base hit. Jackson's going for third. He's actually going to hold up there. Walker double clutched again with his throw, but did not matter. Darren Jackson stays at second, so 2 men on, no man out. Now the base is loaded after Thomas would walk. That's going to be a base hit for Robin Ventura. 1 run's going to score. Second run coming around. The throw is not in time. And again, the White Sox with their aggressive base running, taking advantage of some of the soft arms the Expos have there at the outfield. Now 2 men out with no man out for Tim Raines. He goes down on that curveball. 1 away now. Raines, we've illustrated it before in Game 1. Not very good from the right side of the plate. Next batter is going to be Robin Ventura. No, this is not Robin Ventura. This is the catcher, Michael Laviere. I think they have the same batting stance, though. He goes down on the curveball as well, so 2 men down. And now with 2 men on, Ozzie Guillen up 2-2 count. Deuce is wild, as they like to say. That one's fly to center. Here comes Rondo White. He gets under it, and he is going to squeeze that one and make the play. So that's the third out of the inning, but a 7-0 lead for the White Sox now. Larry Walker up to lead things off in the bottom of the 4th. He's trying to get things started. He's going to line that one down the right field line. That's a base hit, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall. The right fielder, Jackson, over to plate. He's going to fire it in, but Walker's got himself a stand-up leadoff double, and he would be sacrifice flied over to third, so now 1 man on and 1 man out for Cliff Floyd, a 3-2 count. Floyd's going to lift this one to center. Walker goes back to tag. The center fielder over to make the play. He will do just that, but Walker's going to tag up and score, so we get 1 back. It's now a 7-1 ball game. So we're going to skip ahead now after this to the, actually, yeah, we're in the bottom of the 5th now. Larry Webster up 3-2 count, and Webster's going to go down looking on that fastball. Larry Webster has not done anything all postseason long, getting the starts against the left-handed pitchers for the most part, but still not doing anything. Now pinch hitter Juan Bell up, he's going to go down as well. So that's 2 strikeouts in the inning for Wilson Alvarez, and that would do it for Kirk Reuter. We're going to go with Carlos Perez now. I'm trying to use some of my longer relievers to not burn my bullpen for Game 7. You can see 1 man on and 1 man out. That's going to be a 4-6-3 double play ball, a room service double play ball at that, to get Perez. Actually, there was no outs in that inning, so you get the first 2 and then get the last. We're through the 6th inning, through for the first 6 innings. Take a look at the recap there, and now we're on to the top of the 7th. 1 man on, 2 men out for Darren Jackson. He's going to fly that one to right. This would do it for Perez, so he gives us, I believe, 2 solid innings, and then we would pinch it with Vlad Guerrero for him, as you will see later in this inning. Wilson Alvarez, excuse me, at 107 pitches already. They leave him in, though, trying to save their bullpen as well, it looks like. And Floyd's going to hit that one into right field for a base hit. So now that's the leadoff base runner for, actually, that's the 1-out base runner for the Expos. Larry Webster up next. He's going to ground that one to the shortstop, but luckily Floyd was running on the pitch, so no double play ball there. Now Vlad Guerrero is going to come on and pinch it for Kirk Reuter, or for Carlos Perez, excuse me, I'm messing up everything this inning. And Guerrero is going to hit that one to right field. That is just under the glove, it looks like, of the right fielder Jackson. Guerrero is going for 2 here. This was pretty stupid on my part, but the run does score. Guerrero's thrown out at second, so it's an RBI single. Lead is now 7-2. Take a look at how each pitcher did to, or how each starting pitcher fared, as Alvarez would be pulled after 7. And now you can see we're going to let Vlad Guerrero try and get these last 2, or these last 6 outs, I should say, as I was really not trying to use my bullpen. I want to have every weapon available for Game 7, as I'm pretty much conceding victory at this point. Kirk McCaskill is going to come on now and pitch the bottom of the 8th for the White Sox. Man on third with 2 outs for Larry Walker. Walker's going to ground this one to the second baseman, who's up with it, throws to first. That's Ray Durham in time. And McCaskill gets through the 8th. And now we're going to see Guerrero is going to be still out there for the 9th with 1 man on, 2 men out for, I believe that's Lance Johnson. He's going to fly that one to center, and Guerrero would actually get through both innings without allowing a run. So Vlad Guerrero pitched more effectively than just about everyone else we had come in this game. That is pretty ironic and pretty pathetic. But now here is Paul Ossenmacher to close things out. It's a 5-run lead, so it's not a safe situation, but he is trying to end this game here. That's a drop third strike. Floyd's thrown out at first. 2 men down now. Next batter is going to be Mike Lansing. 3-2 count, 2 outs. Ossenmacher from the full windup. That's a curveball. Grounded to the shortstop, Guillen, who's up with the throw to first in time. And that will do it. The White Sox win Game 6, and they force a Game 7. So everything's going to come down to tomorrow's video. Episode 8 will be game number 7 of the World Series, and that will be the finale. Hope you guys are excited for it. I know I am. I haven't even played it yet, so I'm pretty excited to play it later on today. That's going to do it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you did enjoy, and I'm out. Peace.